Welcome to the house that Rockney built. Leahy turned into legacy, Parsegan renovated, and Holtz restored. Notre Dame Stadium, the home of the Fighting Irish. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Western Michigan Broncos, taking on the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Broncos about to kick it away and get this season started. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. So Notre Dame's will be in a hole thanks to that short return. And here he is, guys. Anytime he takes the field, he is in complete control of this offense.
And David, he gives defensive coordinators nightmares because of his ability. They're going to have a hard time slowing him down.
No, he just doesn't have those weaknesses, those flaws, the whole playbook available, and he is a dude.
A little release to the back. At the 40, there he goes. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
The incompletion on first down leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 43. Quickly to the tight end. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? Touchdown, Western Michigan. Not content to get the fumble, they scored.
And how about this defense making plays? Not only do you force the fumble, the awareness to scoop it up. Understand the difference between trying to jump on it, but pick it up and make a play. They make a play, and this offense, they have not put together a lot of scoring drives, and now they give up points on the other end. They got to get it together.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Tough to give up those penalty yards in that situation. Now it's just 3rd and 6. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown.
Third and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
The Irish send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He came so close to pinning them deep, but maybe just a little too greedy. Tried to get it too close, and it'll come out to the 20. The Broncos offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. I think they will trust him on defense to make plays, so you got to make a decision.
Holds it in on the left. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down. It was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
Tripped up for the tackle. And the Broncos want to move quickly. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll run for it on third and short. The Broncos get enough for the first down.
And this offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. You can't hear yourself think on third and goal. Back to pass, it's Andrews. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Great timing by the defense there. Obviously, the offense has the ball in the red zone. You're trying to create a negative play to back them up. They do that with the sack, and if they're now going to try a field goal, it's going to be a little more work for the kicker.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the Irish back on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
He'll take a deep shot here. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
Line getting set on second down. Running back searching for a hole. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away.
Number 17 in punt formation to kick it away.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Leaves it with the running back. Keeps the legs moving. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They'll run play action. He's going up top. Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. The Broncos in the hurry-up. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gun of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Western Michigan. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Louisiana Tech was far from the friendly confines of Ruston, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work, now facing 2nd and long from the 19. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking to move it through the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
3rd down play from the gun. He'll pull it down. Open space at the 25. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give to the back. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Nice job by the defense there, getting a stop on the quarterback behind the line of scrimmage. We know they've been burned a few times early in this game by the QB run, but we weren't going to let it happen there.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Hit as he throws. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. It's good. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Handoff from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Broncos headed quickly to the line. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Finds a tight end. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the 1st.
On the run, still looking. Trying to escape and get it himself. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. He'll pull it on the read. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Andrews. Scrambling away. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down. And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
How about the defensive end understanding football, understanding that I got to keep outside contained. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field, and get him to the ground.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And guys, they've come through on the first 2 3rd down tries. This one might be a little tougher. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Buys a little time. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. The Broncos will send out the punt unit. He's got great speed. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. 1st down here for the offense. Now on the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. He's looking to throw it. Gets it to the back. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because...
Oh, he dropped it! The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way.
And, man, I know he's going to be really upset with himself because you have all these goals and all these things you want to do, and you come in your first touch, man. You cough it up, but you got to put it behind you. This defense needs to come out now, be ready to play, fight back, build some momentum back the other direction.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. 2nd down after that incompletion. Quarterback on the keeper. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. And the Broncos racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Andrews. Lets it go. Makes the grab. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
Now on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Trying play action. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Yo, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football moment. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time on target. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Getting some heat. Caught over the middle. It's Lincoln. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. Gets it out fast. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. He wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Woodside. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. It's complete to the right. Tackled, but he has a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Unloads to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment. Defense.
Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Defense has to stay out of that neutral zone. It's 2nd and 5. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the back in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. From the gun, they're bringing heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. He's got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Irish.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. But this...
Here come the Irish back on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Got it, looking for the first down. He ended up going. On first down, here comes this offense. He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Really, really nice football play. Man, I got to understand option football. I got to play my responsibility, make sure that I know what I'm doing. Look at the linebacker. Great job doing that. Staying patient, getting to the quarterback, making the big tackle.
Goes to the option. Now the pitch. At the 35, he's loose. The expressway is wide open. Past the 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They take the lead with the 6.
And the big play starts with the quarterback.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting him to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Anytime you play this offense, the challenge is stopping this quarterback from running the ball. And you've already seen in this game, he's been able to break off a few runs and do some nice things. That time, though, the defense had his number and tackled him for a loss.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He'll keep it himself. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Ball is at the 41 as his defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. He'll pull it on the read. At the 45 on his way. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And that's why it's so important offensively to practice these type of plays. These RPOs, these zone reads, these option plays, and just rep them over and over and over so the quarterback is making the right decisions intuitively and quickly.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. The option look. He'll toss it. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is true, and they have a... Here come the Irish, back on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead and running around the outside.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Got the first down, looking for more.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back goes in motion. He'll take it himself. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
He'll ride his man on the option. Touchdown, Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
And they tacked on the extra point. The rankings, the odds makers, everything indicated that these guys had a big hill to climb. But they climbed it, they got to the top, and they get a landmark win.
And we know coaching staffs always do a great job trying to motivate their own guys and get them ready to play a ranked opponent. But, David, to me, it looked like this team just wanted it more. They came out, they were the more physical team, and they did what they had to do at the end of the day to get this win.
Yeah, and how do you gain respect? You want respect. You talk about our team's a really good team. You want to build on that? You beat good teams. That's what you do. You beat ranked teams that